Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. ENFPs are naturally more laid-back people, and so, fitting into the Type A personality is somewhat common for them. While the turbulent types are more high-strung and easily caught up on stress, ENFPs can sometimes find themselves fitting comfortably into a much more laid-back persona. They don't want to allow outside stressors to hold them back or leave them feeling overwhelmed. And so they enjoy being someone who can let these things go. While most people are a mix of both types, the ENFP who leans more towards the Type A personality possesses certain qualities which are amplified by this. Today, let's talk about how common the ENFP Type A personality is. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. ENFPs are extroverts, which means that they love spending time with other people. Socializing gives them more energy, helping them to feel renewed, refreshed, and excited about life, while other types of extroverts tend to dislike solitude. ENFPs do need some alone time to think and reflect. Psychologist David Kersey identifies ENFPs as champions, which he suggests are rather rare. Champions can be tireless in talking with others, like fountains that bubble and splash, spilling over their own words to get it all out. Kersey suggests, and usually this is not simple storytelling. Champions often speak or write in the hope of revealing some truth about the human experience, or of motivating others with their powerful convictions. They also have excellent people skills. In addition to having an abundance of enthusiasm, they also genuinely care about others. ENFPs are good at understanding what other people are feeling. Given their zeal, charisma, and creativity, they can also make great leaders. Ones have a strong sense of justice and right and wrong. These types are driven to explore ideas and possibilities that could improve the world. More proactive than many ENFPs, ones will usually have a mental list of all things they need to do before they can relax and explore and play. This can lead to them being more high-strung than most ENFPs. They offer a sense that there's an inner critic inside them that berates them for every mistake they make. They must realize that this critical voice doesn't belong to them, and it isn't always on their side. Learning to forgive themselves for past mistakes and forgive others is a vital part of their personal growth. As quintessential idealists, ENFPs once spend many hours exploring their values, ideas of right and wrong, and actions. They need to leave a positive impression on the world and lead meaningful lives. The unfortunate side of this idealism is that it can lead them to feel constantly dissatisfied and delusioned with a corrupt world. Ones feel a constant sense of responsibility for the world around them. When ENFPs have the one style, they can seem more like judges than perceiving types. Because they are so fixated on accomplishing their tasks, they can also become irritated with people who lack ambition or drive. Because ones are in the anger or instinct triad of the Enneagram, they tend to experience a lot of anger. However, rather than express their anger, they tend to repress it. It will typically come out in clenched fists, sarcastic comments, or self-righteous tirades about the world at large. One must learn to express their anger right away rather than trying to hold it in, only to become sarcastic, critical, and stressed. People with this personality type strongly dislike routine and prefer to focus on the future. While they are great at generating new ideas, they sometimes put off important tasks until the last minute. Dreaming up ideas but not seeing them through to completion is a common problem. ENFPs can also become easily distracted, particularly when they are working on something that seems boring or uninspiring. They don't worry too much. The ENFP-A type is more capable of relaxing and of avoiding too much worry. They are often more comfortable with their choices and with whatever is happening around them. They don't feel this need to control everything which happens and instead would rather focus on the things they can affect. This type of ENFP is a bit less sensitive or emotionally uneasy. They are comfortable with themselves and not easily shaken. They don't allow things around them to affect their mood or make them feel overwhelmed. This type of ENFP doesn't panic over the slightest change or struggle. Instead, they just let things happen without feeling like it is their responsibility to fix them. They are not afraid of taking risks in life, especially if these risks can lead to something more rewarding. They realize that sometimes they need to take a few chances to truly experience life the way they want to. This ENFP doesn't allow fear to prevent them from truly living, and so they are willing to dive in headfirst. They're often the more spontaneous ENFPs you meet, willing to drop everything and seek out something thrilling without any preparation. They don't need to plan for everything and are willing to take some chances, even if this means making mistakes along the way. They might not be completely reckless, but instead they're willing to experience life and not worry so much about the mistakes along the way. They're the ENFP who is excited about taking on new challenges and experiences, wanting to find thrill and passion in their lives. Instead of feeling nervous about what mistakes they might make, they are simply eager to experience them on their terms. How about you? As an ENFP or any other personality type, how common is your personality? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. They're outgoing. ENFPs are often seen as outgoing, but some might be more hesitant because they are seeking approval from others. The enfp-a type is more willing to jump into conversation or social situations without being fearful of the results. They are eager to experience in-depth discussions and get to know people on new levels. They don't usually waste much time with small talk, although they will enjoy a bit of banter to set the tone. This ENFP wants to get to know people and dive into understanding their more complex and exciting thoughts and feelings. Instead of being nervous about how people will perceive them, they're more eager to get to know and understand what is going on inside of these people. They're also confident in their social abilities and rarely feel anxious about these settings. These ENFPs are not only confident in themselves but confident in their ability to connect with others. They often possess a great deal of charm and enjoy being someone who can navigate a room without being stressed about others watching them. They don't think about these things or overanalyze the situation. Instead, they want to let themselves enjoy the experience and live without constantly doubting their actions and choices. This ability to walk into a room and instantly connect with others is something that makes people drawn to the enfp-a personality. There is something irresistible about their confidence and more laid-back way of approaching life, which leaves people wanting to be around them most of the time. This is certainly a good thing for the ENFP since they enjoy connecting with others and want to make lasting friendships and relationships. They want to feel close to people, and since they are more open to this, it presents them with plenty of opportunities. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. They are confident people. The enfp-a type is much more confident in themselves and their abilities. They don't constantly second-guess their actions and are fully aware of their strengths. They can sometimes seem a bit overconfident to others, as this sense of inner strength can appear pompous sometimes. The NFP is just trying to express assuredness instead of allowing fears to prevent them from taking action. They're willing to experience things on their terms without turning to others all of the time. This ENFP is confident in their knowledge and is comfortable stepping into a situation with a sense of pride and assertiveness. They don't seek to punish themselves when they make a few mistakes. Instead, they want to move on from these things. While the more turbulent ENFP might be anxious about their failings and constantly blame themselves, the assertive ENFP does not. They are comfortable with their own choices and don't constantly seek outside approval. They're a little less sensitive than some other ENFPs since they are comfortable with their own emotions and experiences. They don't fall apart when someone else second guesses their actions because they search inward for a sense of peace and approval.